Imagine an extreme, almost surreal scenario. 100 human beings versus a single gorilla. Sounds absurd? Well, today we're diving into this dark and curious thought experiment to understand what would really happen in this brutal showdown, taking into account biology, behavior, strategy, and even philosophy. But before we begin, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Because here, we explore the edge between reality and the unimaginable. The gorilla's strength, a biological combat machine. First of all, we need to understand what we're dealing with. The mountain gorilla, for instance, can weigh up to 440 pounds with an insane muscle-to-body ratio. Its strength is estimated to be up to 10 times that of the average man. That means it could easily lift over 1,800 pounds. Beyond sheer strength, the gorilla is agile, resilient, and possesses a kind of brutal power that makes it a true combat machine. Its long arms can deliver devastating blows, and its 2-inch canines serve as natural weapons. Even though gorillas are usually peaceful, when cornered, they become extremely aggressive. The army of 100 humans, advantage or chaos? Now, let's look at the other side, the 100 humans. Let's say they're average people, no training, no weapons, no objects to use as weapons. All adults, with varying ages and body types. At first glance, the numbers seem promising, but is that really enough? Picture a closed arena, no way out, just the gorilla and 100 people. At first, panic would set in. The instinct for self-preservation is strong. Very few would charge at the gorilla. Most would scream, freeze, or back away. According to studies on crowd psychology, this kind of behavior is extremely common under collective stress. Even if 10 or 20 people were brave enough to attack, the gorilla could probably fend them off with relative ease. One strike could break bones. A single bite could incapacitate an adult. With no weapons, humans are left only with their bodies, arms, legs, weight, and numbers. Tactics and possibilities, the only chance at victory. But what if the humans acted strategically? The only real chance would be through perfect coordination. Think ambush. A group distracts the gorilla while the rest tries to overwhelm it with sheer body weight. Those who rush in first would likely take the worst of it, maybe even fatal blows. But if 30, 40, or even 50 people attacked at once, they might just be able to bring it down through collective force. Even on the ground, restraining a gorilla would be incredibly difficult. It would still have the strength to thrash around, break free, and seriously injure anyone nearby. You'd need people on every limb, dozens literally lying on top of it, using their bodies as weight, and even then, success wouldn't be guaranteed. Another thing to consider is time. How long could the group hold the animal down? Just a few minutes of struggle would exhaust and terrify most people. The gorilla, on the other hand, built for survival, has stamina and endurance. The psychological factor, courage or instinct. This thought experiment also forces us to face another dimension, the psychological one. How many people would actually risk their lives for a collective plan? We're social creatures, sure, but in extreme moments, fear usually wins. Her behavior works in some cases, like emergency evacuations, but here, what's required is extreme altruism, to charge in, knowing you might die, just so others have shot. Maybe instead of a direct fight, the humans could try to tire the gorilla out, circling it, staying just close enough to wear it down, gradually moving in to control its movement. But that would take near telepathic coordination. In reality, chaos is far more likely. What if they were more organized? If the humans had time to plan, rehearse movements, or even learn how the gorilla reacts, maybe they could come up with a somewhat effective strategy. But with no tools or weapons, it all boils down to the body, grappling, tackling, pinning. It takes courage, numbers, and perfect timing. Even the setting matters. In an open space, the gorilla would have more mobility. In a confined area, the humans might have the advantage in numbers, but they'd also trip over each other, fall, and get in each other's way, all of which favors the gorilla. Conclusion: nature versus numbers. In the end, it seems clear 100 average, unarmed humans would not win against a gorilla under normal conditions. Not without a flawless plan. Not without heavy losses. Humans are fragile when faced with raw natural power. We may have intelligence, but without coordination or tools, it doesn't count for much in a fight. As bizarre as this mental experiment may seem, it teaches us about limits, survival, and the harsh reality of physical strength versus collective instinct. If you enjoyed this kind of content and want to see more wild matchups like this, drop a comment below saying, "Next battle." And of course, there's another video full of mystery and dark curiosities popping up on your screen right now. Click it and keep exploring with us. See you in the next one.